Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can we talk first about how you came up with this idea for the TIPI franchise?
So we go back to 1999. I was working for an organisation as a group CEO, and I needed a personal mentor, and I also needed a mentor for my team. And cut a very long story short, I found Richard and Peter Field, who are now my other co-founders in TIPI. And they worked on two elements. They worked on me as the CEO of the business, and they worked with my team and me. And they use the same methodology that we are now using in TIPI. And we went through a model which is called the Tuckman model, which basically takes a team from the forming stage through to the performing stage. And we became a team which was performing literally at world-class level. We turned the business into an international company. We went from a couple of million to over 100 million turnover. We went from just short of a couple of hundred people to 2,500 employees. And all that was done within a space of 6 years. So after that, in 2007, I came out of the corporate world and decided I would become a coach, mentor, consultant myself, and therefore I started up my own business and went on my own, which was interesting because I realised that what Peter and Richard did seemed very simple, and I thought I could emulate it, but then when I tried to emulate it, realised that it's not as simple as it looks. In fact, it's very difficult. So having Rich and Pete and later Peter McNabb in the background was great for me, and really that's how TIPI formed.
What are you seeking when you speak to a prospective partner?
We're looking for somebody that's been through industry or an organisation or a business, probably got to senior management level, and is at the stage where they want to go outside of that corporate or organisational scenario and start working for themselves. And what they need is they need the conduit between putting their experience and knowledge out there in a way which works, and our methodology allows them to do that.
I could imagine that you're quite selective about the people who are right for partnership.
Yeah, we've got to be. It's no good somebody joining. I mean, there are other franchising style businesses that will probably take anybody, and that's the way they make money predominantly. Ours is quite different. Ours is a smaller fee, and we only then charge a royalty fee on top of that. There are no other charges at all. There is no renewal fee in 5 years, literally nothing. So everything that we do is about taking the right person and working with that person to make them successful, because it's part of our value base, and that's really what we want to create. So going back to the people element, they have to be right, because for us to work together, it's got to be right. So it's not about us just making money out of them, and we don't want their money. No. We want them to succeed.
And do you sit down and plan with the partners how they will go about building their own practices in their locality? Yeah,
I mean, we don't. One of the things we don't do is we don't give them a territory. But the people, our competitors in this marketplace, the majority of them work on an SME number, and the rule of thumb seems to be 10,000 SMEs to a territory, which we feel is ridiculous, and it stops people from being able to work properly, because you could know someone in London and you could be based in the northeast, and therefore it restricts you from working with those people, which is stupid.
And the target audience for the partners, is it bigger SMEs, or is it into the corporate sphere?
It's anybody. I mean, we, Peter, Rich and myself, we work predominantly in the corporate market, because that suits us and our backgrounds more. But you can apply this to small SMEs. This kind of coaching and mentoring is far more relevant really in SMEs, and they can get so much more from it, and quickly as well. This is a really quick process because you can affect people's outputs within months positively.
So would you be providing support and guidance to the partners who join? Do you give them targets and encourage them to meet those targets and other reporting processes?
No, we don't give them targets at all. We believe that it's their business and we help them to build their business, because each person has their own targets. Some people want to earn high salaries, some people will not want to earn high salaries. It might be a kind of semi-retirement where they might want to work 2 days a week. Some people want to work 5 days a week. What we've added, which is very unique, is that one of the four of us will be a business buddy with everybody. So anybody that joins will get one of us as a business buddy.
Yeah.
Until they get their business up and running. When they have a bad day, we're there to talk to them. When they're talking to a client, we can help them. When they're doing a presentation, we can work with them, and if need be, we'll even go in and work with them, with the client, if they want us to. And it's a really, really important part. The support is crucial in anything for the first 6-12 months of any business, and this is even more so.
And what's the vision for the business over the longer term?
We want a group of partners, we call them business experts, working in the same way, with the same set of values, inspiring people in business. And for us, it's very much about leaving a legacy, because we're all fortunate enough now to have been in business for quite a long time. We've all thankfully been successful, and we now want to help people to get that success. But more importantly, we want to have a positive effect on businesses, and that obviously helps the economy, it helps people, it helps employment, and so on and so forth. So that's really what we want to affect.
So anyone viewing our conversation, what are the takeaways for them if they are interested in speaking to you and talking to you about becoming partners? What are the key characteristics you would say that they would require to have to work alongside you?
Passion for